have case 17249, which is arraignment for one count of a protection order violation. And we have 24 DV 1206 for a pretrial. You want to take the arraignment first, Mr. Stashevsky?
Yes, Your Honor. And I spoke with Mr. Bourdon about the arraignment for this case. I advised him of his constitutional rights. I do believe he understands those rights. We are seeking the appointment of public defense. I'm his attorney of record on some other matters. So we request the court appoint public defense. We are not contesting probable cause for the purposes of today's hearing only. And then we would request the court enter a not guilty plea.
Right, and I will do that. Mr. Bourdon, your plea of not guilty to the protection order charge is entered. I'll also appoint the public defender for you on this new case along with your other matter. And then Ms. Pritikin, the state have a recommendation on conditions.
There are no criminal law violations, no firearms, deadly weapons, abide by the no contact order.
Any objection to any of that, Mr. Stashevsky?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Bourdon, you're released on your own recognizance on this new charge. Don't violate the law, don't possess firearms or dangerous weapons, and comply with the no contact order. And that no contact order is on the malicious mischief charge. Okay, so now we're gonna set future dates for you. See what you already have coming up so we can kind of consolidate these things. So not 24 DV 923 is coming up for trial confirmation on February 19th. 1206 is coming up for March 12th. All right, let's set this for February 19th, just so he's got a next date.
And Your Honor, I don't, just so the court is not double working it, with the other misdemeanor cases, the 3 other misdemeanor cases, we prepared a waiver of speedy trial for those today.
Mm-hmm.
If that helps inform scheduling for this new one.
Yeah, what I'm trying to do here is just set his pretrial for his next court date that's already set so that he doesn't have another court date to add to his list. He's got Superior Court too, so he's got a lot going on. All right, that's February 19th at 10. And then I've got 24 DV 923. It says it's on for no contact order motion. I have to say I haven't reviewed that because I didn't realize that that was on. But it seems unlikely there's going to be any change to that order.
I believe the protected party is present on Zoom, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, it looks like that was filed on February 23rd. Has not been heard yet, so all right, then that's Mackenzie. I'm having a hard time reading that handwriting.
Mary Chris.
All right, and I know you want me to remove the no contact order, and you filed a written request that I do that. Is there anything else you want me to know?
This is my second request. I just wanted you to know that the first time that we had this incident, we worked really hard to have him detoxed at 4 different hospitals, me and him. And then when we got home, we couldn't get any connection with the pharmacy to get his medication. And soon after, that's the first incident. And then he became homeless after that no contact order. And I still left food on his car when he was on the side of the road. And then he was finally able to go to treatment. And I knew this because I had an ROI to his clinic. And then I know that it was in place, but I didn't want him to be homeless again. So I had him come back. But I was talking with the treatment place, and he was started on a medication, a new medication that was making his behavior off. But I wanted him home because I didn't want him homeless. And then that happened, and I didn't want him to leave. I thought he was going, but he wanted to go home. So it was my fault on the second incident because I was really angry with him. And in his defense, with me pushing him out, was that he defended himself against me. So it's I'm taking anger management to help with this, but I just want him home, and we're trying so hard. This is gonna affect our family for 6 years at least with everything that's happened. So I'm asking if we could remove the protection order so he's home with me, if that's okay.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think that's a good idea. And Mr. Bordone, this is your responsibility to comply with the no contact orders in this case and in your Superior Court case. You have a pattern here that has emerged of being, charged with the crime. The order is put in place. You've been accused of violating it now on 3 occasions. The order's not going to change at a minimum until there's a period of compliance with the order. So at this point, and Mr. Bordone, I'm directing this at you because I want to emphasize it's your responsibility to comply with the order. It doesn't matter if Ms. Domingo says it's okay if you come home or it's okay if you contact me and violate the order. She clearly wants you to contact her, but you can't. There is no way that she can give you permission to do that. You have to have the court's permission to do that. And part of the whole problem here with your situation is that there are accumulated and repeated allegations of violating the order. And until that stops, I'm not even going to consider changing it. Right? So your next court date is set. I told you it's February 19th. Ms. Domingo, you're more than welcome to attend those hearings. And I'd urge you to work with the prosecutor's office to express your concerns there too. But that's all we're going to do with Mr. Bordone's case this morning.
Can I file another request before then, or
you can file requests, but keep in mind that the court isn't going to change the order based on the number of requests to change the order. The court's only going to change the order if it's appropriate. And that means Mr. Bordone has to do what he has to do to comply with the order and to change his situation. All right. So I don't want you to be under the impression that you can just ask as many times as you want, and then based on the number of requests, the court will change the order, because that isn't how this works.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right. So you're welcome to attend any of the hearings that you would like to.